Peggy 18.
You seeing this? Unknown. Unidentified settlement ships. You are moving into a restricted
They
situation.
just opened fire. We're f***ing fire. Data's guns are attacking our airship. Pilot's hit.
This is a full-blown invasion.
Oh my god.
We are getting breaking news out of Switzerland.
Geneva has suffered a massive attack.
Death count continues to rise, and there's no end in sight.
This is Top Cat Sovereign. Divert and deploy all available assets immediately.
Holy shit.
Let's get to the tower. Go! Fix the house.
Biggest surprise attack in the history of the world. How could they not have seen this coming? It's one of our own.
We have no precedent for this. We have no playbook for this. And apparently, we have little time.
Let me make our situation absolutely clear. We are now at war with the Settlement Defense Front. Godspeed, Captains.
You got eyes on this, Reyes?
Affirmative.
Let's get in there.
Hello everyone, I'm Scott Lowe with Activision, and what you just saw was Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, the next Call of Duty game from the team at Infinity Ward and launching around the world on November 4th. As you can see, Infinite Warfare takes the series to a broad new setting, introducing new characters, a new universe, a new story, and as you can imagine, in the months ahead, we're going to be showing and talking about quite a bit, but we wanted to kick things off today with a behind-the-scenes discussion with the developers to learn more about the campaign, dive a little bit into multiplayer and co-op, as well as Modern Warfare Remastered, which you may have noticed there at the end of the trailer. That's very exciting. It's real, it's happening, and we're going to talk about it in just a little bit. But first, we're going to talk about the campaign and the story. And to share their insight, I'm joined now by Jacob Minkoff, Design Director, as well as Taylor Kurosaki, Narrative Director. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
So for those of us outside of the game development realm, what do your jobs entail as it pertains to the studio and this game in particular?
Well, I'm the narrative director of the game, which means I'm in charge of all things sort of story related and narrative presentation related. So that means the story, the scenes, the writing, the casting the game, the characters in the game, and then of course directing the performance capture here at this studio we're at right now.
Cool. And design from that perspective?
Design director, so my job is to make sure that we are implementing all of that in-game in a way that makes the emotions, the characters come across properly. You know, I focus on visual design language, mechanics, you know, making sure that the player's experience on the stick conveys all of the emotions that Taylor's scripts and performances and everything are intended to evoke.
So the two of you actually have quite a bit of experience doing narrative-driven experiences in games, most recently at Naughty Dog before coming to Infinity Ward. What drew you to the Call of Duty franchise and this project in particular?
Well, I mean, speaking for myself, I've been a fan of Call of Duty since the beginning. I remember playing the first Call of Duty. It really, it blew my mind. The first time I saw a dude put his back up against a wall and, like, you know, he's got his gun and he's like peeking around the corner, and it created so much more tension for me because I believed in the stakes of the moment. I believed that it was dangerous, and you know, that was kind of a turning point for me because I realized how important NPC performances are in making you buy into the world and believe in the world. And I've honestly used tricks that I learned from Call of Duty 1 in every game I've shipped in my career. And you know, when the opportunity arose to work on a Call of Duty, I was, you know, super excited to do that. And on top of that, the Infinite Warfare project itself is extremely exciting to anyone who likes video games at all.
Yeah, ditto for me. I've been a huge fan of the series. Modern Warfare, Crew Expendable, like what an incredible opening to a game. I just remember it just taking me into that place, and I didn't want to leave. And so for us, I think the opportunity to sort of work in the Call of Duty franchise, which is known for, you know, incredible set pieces and incredible visuals and rock solid 60 frames per second action, and to be able to infuse our sort of narrative philosophy into that just seemed like an incredible opportunity.
Well, and speaking of narrative, let's talk about probably the biggest question on everyone's minds with regards to Infinite Warfare, which of course is the setting. What was the motivation to bring it to space, and you know, what were kind of the opportunities there for you guys?
I mean, first and foremost, the motivation was the enthusiasm of the team. We all wanted to make this game. We could feel it in our bones. Like no one was going to tell us no. This was the game we absolutely wanted to make. It was the game we knew we needed to make. The opportunity to take this trademark Call of Duty feel, this boots on the ground, authentic military feel, and take it into this new setting. You know, to take, in some ways, the familiar, meaning that like gritty, authentic war feeling, and take it into a new setting was super exciting, and it was an opportunity we couldn't pass up.
You know, in Infinite Warfare, the world is dependent on resources from outposts throughout the solar system. You know, Earth has been stripped of its natural resources, you know, kind of like we see today, peak oil, climate change, and now the resources that we need are out there in space. You know, it's been said that the first trillionaire is going to be whoever first mines an asteroid. So you have that sort of money out there, you're going to have war. There's going to be militarization, no question about it. So in our world where the people and countries of Earth are reliant on these outposts for the fuel and other resources that they need, there's a brutal, insurgent, militarized group called the Settlement Defense Front that rises to attempt to take control of all of these resources. The Settlement Defense Front is this brutal fascist group that wants to completely control all of the outposts throughout the solar system and to essentially hold the countries of Earth in a stranglehold